So CR England, the pay with CR England's pay. I want to talk about the pay real quick because the pay with CR England is not the greatest pay. But we know the grass is not green on the other side. It's not always green on the other side. But somehow people are convinced to think that if they go to CR England, if they leave CR England, it's going to get better. And it could get better. But when you first start out, we got to understand the pay is not going to be awesomely great. With anybody. Okay? CR England's may be a little more lower, but you got to understand, like, CR England is has the best name in the game. And yes, I drive for CR England, so I may be talking up, but you got to understand, man, what I've been getting paid with CR England, it's kind of frustrating, you know, because I'm driving on ice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm driving on ice in the snow. The wind is blowing my trailer over almost. And I look at my phone and I see $300, $500, $600. So, excuse me, I got a message. So yeah, and it kind of frustrates me. So, and you know that can be frustrating, but I'm looking at the facts of the thing. You know, I'm looking at the what was obvious in that situation, which is the fact that CR England has the biggest name in the game. They have the greatest facility in the game. And this is my opinion, but maybe I haven't seen any, but from my understanding, from what I've seen, and Swift, and I've been to the city where Swift operates out of. I've been to the city where Pride operates out of, which is all the same city, Salt Lake City, Utah. And I've seen their facility. CR England has the biggest facility. CR England has been around 100 years. CR England is the biggest name in the game. CR England is going to get you the miles. So a lot of people do not like CR England. Why? Because, first of all, when you drive for CR England, if you have a lot of bills, if you have a family to look after, CR England is not going to be good for you. But if you can stick it out with CR England, it's going to be good. First of all, they got a good support team every time you call. Secondly, like, you know, I probably said this earlier, they're going to get you the miles. Third, what else is good with CR England? Third, they'll keep giving you pay raises after a while. You just have to keep driving with them. You know, it's going to take a while. And I know this not by experience, but I've been asking around with other people who's been driving for a long time with CR England. There's certain jobs you got to do that a lot of people who drive for CR England don't know. A lot of students who go to CR England don't experience a lot of jobs with CR England, like recovery. I heard recovery gets you $2,000 a week, but you have to be willing to be out. What else gets you that? Trainer, of course, we know the trainer gets you about $2,000 a week, you know, depending on how long you do it. So, and you know, that can be a little scary, but anyways, yes, so it's a lot of jobs for CR England that you got to know about. You know, you can't just start being a solo driver by yourself like me and think, oh, CR England's not paying no money, they don't pay no money. Well, it's not like that. It's jobs out there with CR England. So you definitely want to be under CR England. Like I said, they're the biggest name in the game. They've been around the longest, from my understanding. I could be wrong. They've either been around the longest or they've been around one of the longest. But 100 years, that's an extremely long time for trucking. 100 years. They didn't even have these trucks really back then. So 100 years, like the owner been doing trucking since trucking first began. Obviously, 100 years. So CR England, they're definitely a good company to be under. They definitely, I mean, it's like for instance, if I wanted to make a great shoe, right? And Michael Jordan is hiring, right? So I go work for Michael Jordan, and he's not paying as much as Skechers is paying, right? He's not paying me as much as Skechers is paying, but he's making the best shoe. And over time, you know, once I get in with him, he's going to give me that. But off the rip, Skechers is paying me way more. But Michael Jordan, he's the guy that's making the best shoe. So what do you want to learn from is the question, because a lot of times we get with these different companies and they're really not organized, and that's why a lot of us don't know how to be good owner operators, because we're going to these bad small companies who's paying big money, but they're not really organized. They're just surviving off of pure money. You know what I'm saying? They're not organized. They don't have the people. They don't have the facility. They don't have the benefits going. They're not doing great pay raises. So with CR England, this company is extremely organized. This is what turns me on about them. Like every time I go there, the little things that they do, every time you go there turns me on. It's like I have to sit under this company and learn. I have to know what this company is doing to make it so great. So y'all can say what y'all want about CR England, just don't call them disorganized, okay? Yeah, but anyways, so the pay is not gonna be good, but it's a lot you can learn from this company. That's what, if I can get people to understand that. And people may say, well, learning may not pay your bills, but that's like saying knowledge don't pay your bills. In a way, it could pay your bills. So I think if you get with CR England, CR England is the company everybody should want to get with. It is a privilege to drive for CR England. That's why they're paying like this when they start out. They want to see who wants to stick under us. Who's willing to stick under us? Because anybody will stick with CR England if they was paying great money. Anybody. But since they pay a little bit of money, now they want to see who's going to stick with us. Because they don't need no anybody's with their company. So I'm going to just pay the backseat role. I think anybody should do that. Just sit back, relax, and see what's going on with this company. Because they doing something smart, bro. I mean, to get all these miles, like these CR England, man, you get about 6,000 miles a week. A small company probably going to get you about 3,000-4,000 a week. 3,000 miles a week. And when I say CR England, the teams for CR England is getting about 6,000 miles a week. Small company with teams, you're probably gonna get about 2,000-3,000 a week, probably 4,000. So we see, you know, CR England, they're getting way more miles than all these other companies. Like everybody wants CR England to deliver for them, you know, because they got the biggest name in the game. Also, I think that's really about it. I just want to talk about their pay and get really established something with CR England. If you're going in truck driving just for the money, then you're not going to like CR England. Like I said, I'm not really getting paid too much of anything. They're not really paying me too much of anything, excuse me. They're not really paying me too much of anything, but I know it's gonna go up. You know that? Because I'm a truck driver, right? So, what is that? Okay. Anyways, yeah, so I just want to lay that out really about their pay and get you to understand that their pay may not be the greatest starting out, but a lot of these companies, they're trying to reel you in. They have to do something. So you gotta keep that in mind. So God bless y'all and CR England. Shout out CR England though, man. Please up my pay a little bit. I love y'all. Y'all doing something great. And I salute all y'all who watch this video. I don't care if you subscribe. I don't care if you like the video. I really